Hey, what's up, all you crazy geeks and gamers? My name is Bryan Donihue, and I am your one-legged GM. Today, you're watching Season 2, Episode 18 of the Misadventures of the Restore Corps, The Rise of the Ruby Queen. Before we get started, I've got one announcement. My next show is Memorial Day weekend in Traverse City. That's right, Cherry Capital Comic-Con, I'm coming for you. So come on out, check us out. We're going to be in the game room all weekend running demos and games. So, without any further ado, on with the show.
I heard him. And then he didn't.
Okay. So we're back. Can you all, am I still moving? Can you all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So we're back after, what did we figure out? 3 or 4 months of not playing. So we're going to try to finish this arc out somewhere.
3 months?
3 months, something like almost exactly 3 months, actually.
2, but then it was like April before that, so you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying with us.
Yeah.
If you have
Thank
lasted
you
this
for your
long,
patience.
we appreciate it.
If you made it this far, thanks.
You're
So,
a trooper.
when last we played, after some rather fun shenanigans, Imp was able to procure, well, you guys were able to procure the final plate, and Imp was able to figure out how to lay them all together to use it as basically as a decoder on the one book that you guys had not been able to decode. So, you were on your way back from Beaver Island, if I remember right.
Nope, I was still at Beaver Island. I had literally just gotten out there, got the book, and started reading it right next to the right next to the van.
Yeah, I think
Right.
like we're
And
kind of
then
in the van. near
I
the
think you
van.
guys were piling in the van. You had made the phone call to Norbert to get the book from through the secret pass-through, and then you would have been in the van actually to read it as everybody else, and as Fred was driving back to the airport / helipad. And we're going to fast forward a bit.
I started reading aloud, so everyone has to make the sanity check.
As you summon the queen.
So, Klaatu Barata necktie. Sapling, you would have called and contacted the Coast Guard to get your transport back to the mainland, because that would have been up to you as the nominal team lead.
Also update home base, you know.
Yeah,
duties.
I mean that's fair. You were flown back to, like, closest decent sized town / city would be Traverse from there, in which would be depending on how Fred drives, anywhere from a 1 to 3 hour drive. Depends on how many vehicles he bounces off of, but
1 hour drive is a terrifying thought.
actually, the 1 hour drive would be Boomer driving, and Boomer driving the war wagon specifically, and that would be terrifying for everybody involved. So
Is the other one that would be that terrifying about.
Yeah. Imp, as you're reading, you basically start reading through a history of this weird cult and their goddess thing, their eldritch horror god. and how it got to where you're at. As you read through, let's see here, you realize that, or you read through that the correct name or the written name of the Eldritch Horror is the Sixfold Night of Incarnadine Wailing. And this is an Eldritch being who has basically been trying to take over the world since, well, for a long time. And the cult of the true shadow of the Ruby Queen, or Queen Shadow, has been around for 1,000 years trying to make that happen. And I assume you're kind of reading the highlights out to the folks in the van with you as you're finding this out.
Yeah, because this is all in Latin, right?
Yes, it's all in a very old dialect, or a very much unused dialect of Latin. So you're kind of translating and doing all the as you go. So the cult itself started. The book you're reading is the memoir of a particular. See if I can find the name here. I had it just a moment ago.
Is his name Fred? Are we in trouble?
No, it's the memoir of a Knight Templar, or of a Templar Knight who actually does not list the name. Just it refers to as the last Templar Knight for some reason.
Since it's a memoirs, they're very pretentious forward written by the Pope.
No, there's a very short passage written by the same priest that you guys that you had found. So
so they wrote a book. They hid a bunch of keys. Couldn't they have just eliminated this cult?
That was originally the plan. However, the cult itself started about 900 AD, and the records show that the cult was actually a cult of originally formed of artisans, who back in the time used their art, and especially into the Renaissance and just the pardon me, kind of that the flourishing arts where they use their prestige and their good graces when they were able to get the good graces of their leaders and rulers at the time to actually recruit the upper class, the lords, the ladies, the rulers of the time. And it's always been highly it's always been directed towards both the artists and the elites of whatever society that they are in. They eventually came to call their god the Ruby Queen. And the memoir details the Knights Templar in the church, including all the way back to the Inquisition, that were hunting this cult without leaving any trace records because they were so dangerous as a belief system. They believed they were so dangerous, and they could absolutely if the Ruby Queen was ever released, it could actually destroy the world. So as you read through this tome tells a story of how this knight worked with this one priest and several local groups to, in 1915, this cult had almost summoned the Ruby Queen, got to the very last part, and this Templar knight and this priest had stopped it, and they'd stopped it with a particular book called the Codex Domine Invisibilia, the Codex of the Invisible Lady. And this book gave them, not only has the rights to summon or bring forward the Ruby Queen, but actually banish the Ruby Queen from this realm. They were able to stop the last time and kept a hold of the Codex Domine and basically decided to hide it and all clues to it from the church. There was some suspicion that some upper levels of the church had been compromised by the cult. From any of the leaders of any of the elites of, well, the New World, the Americas, or even the Old World. And of course, any artists. This small group basically took the pains to hide the book and then hide clues with the goal of eventually passing on the little tidbits. That was the goal. You now realize that they failed on that portion of it. They never found anybody to pass on, hey, don't let this happen. But they did find this, or they did go through the series, this very elaborate series to hide from the cult, to hide the Codex Domine from the cult. They also say that there are, as you read further, there's more and more details about the number of, at the time, the number of cells that were there, the number of groups that were kind of arrayed out. There was also a note in one that they do have what they call a sixfold council, which is actually 66 people from each a select group of the elites, the ruling artisans and elites from each of the continents, other than, well, Antarctica. There also is mention, and you do find through mention of the, where is it? The Avatar.
Really crafty penguins.
Now you find references to the Avatar of the Ruby Queen, who heralds the return of the Ruby Queen, called the Courtesan. And in reading through this, you do realize that this is probably the Ratathrope that was summoned in Grand Rapids. So,
quick point of clarification.
Yeah.
The Codex of the Invisible Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the book we found, or the one we're still currently looking for?
That's the one that you're still looking for. Yep.
Got it. Just making certain, because I couldn't remember if that was the one we had or did not have.
No, you do not have the Codex right now.
Can you remind me of
Agreed.
the full title? The Sixfold Night of Incarnity and what was the last one?
Wailing.
Wailing. Don't go
WHAL. Wait, no. Different kind.
Nice try.
Leave the whales alone.
Let's
living
see
in
here.
Japan, living their best life, hunting chamois.
So, this tome, as you have read through this, you just about the time you're kind of pulling into Sanctuary or nearing Sanctuary, there's the section at the back details very specifically where the codex was located or is located, should be located, and also the one spot where in this area where it is best for the Ruby Queen to be summoned.
Well,
all right,
Imp, don't leave us hanging. Where is it?
That's what I was about to say. So how inconvenient of a spot is this to get to?
So the place where the codex is listed or is hidden is another church. It's outside. It's actually in a small town in between Grand Rapids and Lansing, which is those of you who are not here in Michigan, the capital of Michigan. It's basically dead center in the state. It's right about there. So that's where the codex is listed. The directions, the map markings are very specific to where the best summoning is. And after you give them to 42 to put in their computer, it's pretty much downtown Grand Rapids.
Because it always is downtown Grand Rapids.
There's a couple of there's a couple of very specific ley lines that make a convenient point of energy access in this area.
Oh.
So
there's a lot of weird stuff that happens in this town.
That is true. So what you doing?
Do we need the other book?
Yes.
Yes.
We need the other book because it lets us do the
Do the thing. Stop the
it
thing.
lets us cast the banishing spell.
So
Let's
do we need the book or just destroy the book? Because then they need it to summon, right?
I have a strange feeling we're not quite going to get there in time.
Okay, so we should definitely get the book and then go and try to stop them.
We
Guys,
know where the
I
ley
have
line-
difficulty. I have difficulty telling anyone to leave. I don't know if banishing a deity is a thing for me.
What if we send some to the location where the summoning is, just to make sure they don't have the book already?
That's a good point.
Because if they needed to summon, wouldn't they have the book?
I mean,
Possibly.
if they know what we're
So-
doing, they might just be waiting for us to bring it to them.
So do you want us to scout it out? Like send one person to scout it and see if they have summoned this thing yet? Or
I'm pretty sure we'd know if they'd summoned it.
that seems
mean-
Not if they have summoned it yet, but if they have the book to be able to summon.
So,
But
based
do
on
they
this-
have the book? I mean, they've been kind of following around us and everything, so
Does the-
they're trying to find something themselves. It seems like.
I don't know that they've found the book yet. I think we should all definitely go look for the book and see if we can't figure this out.
question?
That's. Go
we
ahead.
can we know where the ritual is supposed to be, right? We can get a satellite
Yes.
on them.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
Question.
Guys,
Does
we
the-
have badges.
And that's why you're the
We got
leader.
resources, guys.
We're
We're not used to this.
Am I
You don't need
quit
no
before I turn 18?
stinking
I don't know.
badges. Well,
Imp, you were going to say something?
Yes, sorry. Trying not to cough the mic. Throat got dry. Does this tome, or was it one of the other tomes that basically said that they were waiting on a celestial event in order to be able to do the summoning?
One or the other, and that's
why
what
we
gave you
know-
the time
Time frame.
limits. Or there was a time frame an outside time frame that was given. It wasn't it happens at this moment, because this is not a movie.
No, it's only a, filmed and pseudo acted improv.
Yeah, well, no, it was given a relative time frame, which does kind of peak in about 48 hours. You were given 58 hours before, and it's been quite a while.
So what you're saying is that they'll get the best bonus to their group casting role at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that, yes.
They've done the math, guys. This is the best time to do.
So here's the thing, guys.
To be fair, they're artisans. I'm not sure they're that good at math.
Listen, there's sacred geometry. Is there stuff in there? It's math. Okay.
One of their artisans just happens to play a crap ton of some kind of role-playing game, and that's why they're good at math.
Probably.
No, they know that their Virgo is in rising and their whatever.
Guys, that's the funniest joke the Fae has ever played on humanity. Just saying.
I mean, I don't know. I currently believe that Mercury is in the microwave, but yeah. So I think we need to reload because Neuro, I know you love that revolver, that beautiful Webley that's given to you. You might also want to carry a full service revolver or a full service weapon as well.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that does melee?
That gun kind of seems like an antique. I'm just saying. You should probably get something,
But it's a ghost
more bullets
gun.
in it.
Yes, and has 5 shots.
I thought it had 6. Anyway.
And we know why Ghost gave you the gun. We're not dumb. And that way you can keep that gun for its purpose and use, an OTA service weapon for an OTA intended purpose.
Boomer was telling me she's got this gun. It's called a Glock. It's kind of like it's got more bullets in it. Like it carries like 5 times the amount of bullets out of that thing.
You mean probably like the standard issue gun?
I don't know anything about guns, but I'm just saying that gun seems kind of old. And doesn't have very many bullets, and I feel like we need lots of bullets for the bad guys.
I'm kind of scared for this group to have bullets. It hasn't gone well for us.
No. It's only gone bad with grenades.
And Vlad
and
Vlad
and like
at my suit
fighting.
Hold on.
And
who ran onto an active firing range?
I don't do ranged, okay?
No. Hold on. Answer the question. Who ran into an active firing line?
So
I did, but I don't do ranged combat. I need to be close to my enemy. You guys know this.
I think you should probably get kitted out with some modern stuff.
Who ran into the fighting range not once but twice?
Okay. The first time I didn't know you were going to shoot at them. The second time it was me being dumb. I will admit
Vlad, we're gonna need you to come into the 22nd century right now. Is that word? 21st century?
Second, actually. 21st.
21st, yeah.
Okay. Guns are a thing.
Here's
guns are a bad idea with this group.
Do you guys not read the manual?
We are on the way to where we need to go right now, right?
Well, we were on our. He had said we were almost back to base. We were just rolling back into base when Imp had finished reading where it is going to be, right?
So
Fred at this point has pulled into the motor pool right now and is kind of waiting.
Not a drive-through? Isn't it about time we eat something?
What are you talking about?
Fred's not hungry. He's been eating.
Back.
That's true.
I hear there's tiramisu in the cafe.
Again.
I was going to say, he's got that taco box.
That's like the 5th day in a row.
It seems like it
like
feels
it or
like a
something.
cruel joke because like we've been busy and they've had it every day and we've been busy. It makes me sad. So yeah, 42. Can you get a satellite tasked on the site in Grand Rapids so we can have eyes on that? And
you just needed to send an email.
I mean, let's be honest. I tell people to do stuff, they don't really listen. So it's going to have more weight coming from you, just first of all.
So
you think so?
You're the lead. Wouldn't it have weight coming from you?
Even if they don't listen, you have the ability to do it. If they don't listen, I can certainly send a note over, but I'm signing using our strengths.
I'm signing your name because they don't. I've kind of used satellites for things I shouldn't have.
Don't sign my name. If I need to send the request, I will send the request. But do not sign my name. Listen, I'm trying to build my reputation and I do not need people forging. Oh my gosh. Quick send it. Tap, 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 tap. All right, fine. Request sent. Does anybody need to get more supplies or whatever before? I mean, I guess we got to check in and make, but I'm assuming we're going to be rolling back out tonight.
I need to go get more supplies.
What are these your soul?
I need to go talk to Russell. I need to go talk to Russell, okay?
Okay. I mean, we need to check in and technically, I think, probably get like authorization to roll back out anyway. So
yeah, I need to go talk to Russell to get some equipment for this very important mission that we're on, Sapling. Why are you giving me such grief? I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down to Russell. I'm gonna go down to the armory and I'm going to sign out 100 rounds of ammunition in 9mm and put it under Sapling.
Then he's gonna go back to his room and get some more stuff out of his stash.
I'm going to fill it out and put it under Sapling's name.
Okay.
Stop it. My signature is very unique. They will know it was forged.
Wait, I just want to confirm this. All of us took counterfeiting with a specialization in Sapling signature, right?
Who needs to do that? You can just make a stamp out of PDF.
If this wasn't a clean stream, you guys, and a Sapling language.
It's simple.
I mean, all you have to do, technically, you guys are assigned on a mission. All you have to do is say approved by your supervisor, which is Sapling.
I document everything. There will be an inquiry into this.
Imp stops by the cafeteria on there and slips the person who runs it a 50, so they keep the tiramisu coming out only when Sapling's busy.
After I get the 2 boxes of ammunition from Russell, I walk up to my room. I stick them in my duffel bag and leave my duffel bag in the room.
Okay.
And then go get your stash.
I'm going to go get something very important.
No, he'll have forgotten his bag. He'll have to go back and get it.
What? Hold on. I should clarify. I stick them in my locker and then leave. I have my duffel bag with me. It has my equipment.
So you've got all your equipment, right? And 42, I would bet that since it's your vans that you guys drive, there are probably outlets specifically kind of for your equipment and for recharging the SSPs as well.
Doesn't mean I don't want more backup after everything we've gone through.
I agree. I'm just saying that they are there if you need them in the future. So, all right. So, Gruff,
I just want to make sure I have a new suit.
Okay, that's something you can requisition. Yes, you do get a few strange looks walking through Sanctuary towards the warehouse.
Duct tape everywhere.
Get that duct tape everywhere, and when you pull it off, parts of your hair and skin come with it because it was it was a somewhat painful process. Ah, damn it.
So
not painful enough to trigger you, no.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
No, you don't actually take damage, so it's not painful enough to trigger your.
It's annoying.
Okay.
Yes.
Takes 1 point. Ah.
I stop and think about that.
Thanks, just for a sec.
I forgot that you were undead for a moment there.
See, I'm constantly thinking about that, so I got you covered.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else collecting anything from Sanctuary, from requisitions?
Can I collect my weapon stats, sir?
So I am going to go first, make sure it's okay for me to be carrying this revolver and a standard issue weapon.
Okay. Who are you asking?
What, is my gun not good enough for you?
With the ammo you didn't grab?
No, different character.
Yeah, fair.
I'm going to go with Russell.
Okay.
Looks at people.
Russell kind of looks at you and goes, yeah. Why aren't you carrying both? The one is for vampires and the other is for the rest of the stuff.
Because I was told I only needed one, and now we might be going on another big mission, and well, I just feel like I'm going to need the other one.
Just check out your service. Just check out the service weapon. He just hands it to you. Like, just wait. You need a different. Where you?
They did collect the other revolver when he got the Webley.
Yeah, no, I know that. Simon, not Gruff. Simon.
Yes.
What kind of holster does Ghost use for that? Is it a?
It's a low slung cowboy style holster.
Okay. All right.
Gruff.
I couldn't remember.
Ghost absolutely has an old 6-shooter style holster. Yes.
All right. Cool. So Russell looks at you and looks at the leather slung on your leg and goes,
actually, that's what
I was going to say. I thought it was a shoulder holster.
He does have a shoulder holster, but you know what else he has? The pockets. He doesn't have a holster most of the time because he just puts his hand in his pocket and pulls out his gun. He doesn't have to.
But he would have had to hand a holster.
If he hands a holster over, it'll probably be an old, an actual Webley style leather pancake holster, basically, like an old leather pancake holster.
All right.
From the
which would have been
shoulder, the waist.
That would have been a hip holster, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a hip holster.
It would have been a duty holster, yeah. So Russell kind of looks at you and goes, "Got a holster that. Hang on, you need a shoulder holster for your. Do you know how to put this? Have you worn a shoulder holster?"
Yes, this is my standard issue weapon, so.
Right, but normally you have the belt holster, not the shoulder holster. Have you? Oh,
Ghost has trained me with it. Yes.
He takes the gun out of the holster and hands you the holster and says, "All right, put this on."
I feel like I need to make a roll for this.
Oh yes, you're going to make a roll for this. As soon as I figure out what you have to roll.
Intelligence.
No, this would be
common sense.
Straight
knowledge. It would be knowledge. OTA procedures, because it's an issued equipment. So it'd be knowledge, law, OTA procedures, I believe. Sapling, you're the one that's got all those skills.
I also have them, surprisingly.
OTA procedures, yes.
Crap, I didn't
knowledge,
transfer.
law, OTA procedures.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was law or business, but so it's knowledge, law, OTA procedures. Well, it's knowledge, law, and OTA procedures will be a modifier as an expertise.
Okay.
You probably have the highest base after me.
Be surprised. It might be me.
What you got?
For that one, 55.
Oh, you beat me at 48.
Oh, my bad, 43.
Why
So
are
that's a total of 61.
Okay. It takes you a little bit of time, but you barely figure out after trying it 4 times. You go, oh, that's right. And you hear and you finally clip it. He goes, and Russell just kind of looking at it, kind of shaking his head the whole time. Okay. And he hands you the weapon and the magazine separate. Yes, Gruff.
I'm asking if anyone else needs weapon stats because I have my handbook out. Glitch replied, helpfully, I don't have broom stats.
We still don't know. We still don't know what it does.
Isn't listed in here. Which
His
is
broom is magical.
I don't think my weapons would be in there either. So
probably not.
Because I got a chain and then I have the knives, the esoteric knives.
I'm just trying to do stuff behind the scenes while we're getting ready.
And then I'll ask Russell for banishment bullets for this gun.
That he does hand you, yeah. In a very... He kind of looks at you. All right. And he pulls out this very secure, safe, like... I can't say the word because it's trademarked. Secure plastic styrofoam-filled case.
What you're saying
that
is it's an
floats
albatross
really
case.
well.
It's an albatross case.
Albatross case. Yes, it's an albatross case. That's exactly what it is. Secure locking, tough as heck. Yep.
Your treasure is in here, whether you know it or not.
I don't remember having this type of case last time I had these.
Well, you're asking for the banishment rounds, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I had these the first time I went out.
You had a secure case.
Yeah, that's exactly what you had. Yes.
Okay.
Because they were it was the cushioned case for your ghoul rounds.
Yes, it's exactly what it is. It's don't
make sure they don't go.
Anyways,
yeah,
I tell them things
boom,
and then
boom.
head out and get myself cleaned up.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything while you're at Sanctuary?
Yes. Oh, please go ahead.
I was gonna say, I go up and do we have anything between this and I hold up the boomer shotgun special, and then I hold up, and then between this and this, which is the white phosphorus rounds.
Russell just kind of has that look of the, oh dear God. He goes back, he grabs a couple boxes.
Frangibles.
He's like, okay, use the grenade rounds if you really want to blow stuff up. The Willie Pete rounds are really nasty. For normal stuff, here's some 12 gauge buckshot. This still does damage, but won't normally kill your fellow teammates.
Explosive device in a cave. Bad idea.
Yes, very bad. You did. One of these days, they're going to train you guys before they send you out with this stuff.
Wait, did we ever get new pants?
No.
No.
And new uniform as well.
I mean, you know where that's not Russell's job. That's the other.
Yeah.
Did you remember to do it before?
No, he's just walking around Sanctuary, just,
He's walking around Sanctuary, winning the poo in it.
I do know. So back in the van, there would be a change of clothes that I would have changed into once we got back
I was going to say there's at least a cleaning suit. Yes,
we have coveralls.
I'm sure for you they stock plenty of coveralls.
I see no problem walking around without pads, but okay.
That's 42. Yes, that's.
Are they coveralls or just cover mosts?
It's cover most. So Imp, what you got?
Imp will go up to Russell as well. He'll ask for a reload for the MP5. And then he will pull out the 1911 with the 3 magazines that he was given. He says, you have anything that's good in this caliber for eldritch beings?
That would be Norbert for anything beyond. I don't stock anything that nasty. You might want to check with him, see if he has anything that can. That will help you.
He'll put the 1911 into the reload, pop it in, and put his things away after getting the reloads for the 40, for the MP5.
Plenty of rounds. Yep.
Thanks.
Didn't Gruff just get 100 of those for you? Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
I know.
I might need him though.
Funny though.
But yeah. Thanks though.
All right.
And he'll head off to Norbert.
Okay. So Norbert's sitting there at his desk, just kind of typing away. He looks up. Yeah. Were you able to figure out what the book said?
Shows the book.
Oh, that's cool. When you're done with that, I really would like to study it, and we'll figure out how.
It'll be all yours.
Cool.
I might be destroying a book tonight.
Okay. As long as it's not that one, because that one's really cool.
Oh no, this is a memoir.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, no,
all that work to hide it. Whatever.
I mean, the back like chapter is detailed instructions on like each like regular area where you could summon this creature.
Are you sure you don't want to destroy that one? Because
it didn't tell you how, just where.
Oh, okay. All right. That's all right.
No,
we probably should keep that in the library.
It's going to be the how.
Okay. I can see that. Kind of stinks, but all right.
Well, I'm probably going to keep like the pages about the banishing her.
That'd be a good call. Assuming, of course, you can actually like rip them out and destroy it. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Question, and he'll break out the 1911. Do you have something in this caliber that's good against eldritch beings?
Ooh. 45 ACP. Do I have? Let's see. I have that in 50 AE. I have that in 50 BMG. A lot of 50. 500 Magnum. I don't have anything that small.
I could go bigger.
I mean, yeah. Do you want
Imp with the eagle?
He kind of looks at you guys. I mean, what are you gonna? It won't be for the 45, but what do you want to get? I got anything in the 50 caliber range is where we pretty much start with the. I guess I technically do have some 45-70, but you don't want that in a hand cannon because that's ow.
Well, I mean, I suppose that if it's a big eldritch deity, we might need something big. Yeah, just let's go big. I hate saying this, but
handgun and rifle.
Let's rifle. We're making this the oh shit weapon.
Okay, let's see here. E for no, R for maybe.
O for oh
X
shit.
For oh yeah, that's exactly right. It was O for oh shit. All right. Little tray comes up. He hands you this box of shells. It's very much that same albatross style case.
It cracks it open. Is it a chain for a Browning A1 M1
No.
A1 50 cal?
No, he looks at you and he says, realize I'm currently out of the 50. Tell Russell you need a 20 millimeter.
That's an anti-tank gun.
It's no just horror. What you said.
You're not wrong.
Right?
It gently carries them back to Russell.
Russell's looking at you like, what did he give you?
This.
You ever shot a 20? Hang on, let me go get it. And he walks back, and you hear him kind of thumping around back in the back of the armory. He comes out with this cannon that stands slightly taller than you, sitting on the ground, as far as length goes. It's a giant giant barrel.
You have a cart?
As a bipod.
No. Do you have a cart?
That's not bad. I mean, it's only like 35 pounds empty. He zips it up into a case. It's hopefully it's got a sling, you know. It's kind of got two slings you're gonna put on your. There you go. There you go.
You're carrying around a small child. Wait.
Imp is like, this is so heavy.
Do you need some help?
Imp, what is your might? I just have to ask. 9?
It's a 9.
Oh, give me a might roll, please.
Oh boy. This is
Down goes the imp.
That is a total of 13.
Down goes the imp.
No.
I did ask for a card.
Give me an HEC roll, please.
Oh, get Gertrude in here. She'll help you with that.
That is
Russell loses his other eye.
32 on my HEC roll. 32.
Okay, you're fortunate enough that you catch yourself before you fall backwards completely on your back. Okay, catch yourself on the counter. You're like, oh, this is. And Russell's just going, oh my gosh. Oh. When are you leaving on this mission?
In the next hour or so.
Yesterday.
Take it off. I'll take it. Are you driving or flying out?
Can we mount it to the
driving?
Van?
Oh no, I'm hoping we can. I'm gonna mount it to the cleaning cart.
Russell just kind of picks it up by the handles, one hand, just and all right, I'll put it in the van for you.
We appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Look, this is I hope I don't have to pull this out.
Russell's like, I hope you don't have to. I really actually, if you have to pull this out and shoot it, make sure somebody gets the video. Because I really want to watch that.
WD's always recording.
Yeah, WD will see it from the video.
Just ask WD. Actually, hold on. And Imp pulls out his phone and immediately pulls up the video of Glitch firing the grenade in and shows Russell.
He watches it, rewinds it, watches again. It just goes, Oh, that's what he meant. One of these days, you guys have got to get some training at some point.
That's fine.
Hey, Imp, did you show him the video of Vlad running into the spray of bullets?
Oh yeah, shows immediately moves to that video.
Oh, I've already made blooper videos out of this.
Oh, just no. We have he's in the videos.
You were standing there reading boring books in Latin. Of course, I was having fun.
Yes. You were reviewing footage. Yeah.
Set to yakety sax for some reason.
We're saving the full blooper reel for the holiday party.
Yes.
That will conveniently be the Benny Hill theme.
We will pay for that.
Yep.
I mean, what?
Anyways, again, Russell just kind of shakes his head. He goes, okay. Yeah, when you guys get done with this, let's see if we can schedule some training for you folks just to not kill each other in the field. I mean,
in my defense,
that's the goal.
In my defense, my line of fire was clear when I started pulling the trigger.
Well, I saw that.
So was mine.
Again, the training for everybody. And he kind of turns and walks off with just kind of swings over his shoulder and just kind of walks off.
As Russell finishes saying training for everybody, Gruff bursts in with a K-bar in his teeth and 2 grenades in his hands.
No, you know what? You're just with the K-bar in your teeth. You're really just like you're perpetuating the goats eat everything.
Yeah, but I'm thinking he did that with the goat head on.
I want that tattoo.
That's an awesome looking sounding tattoo.
I want that tattoo.
All right. So anybody doing anything else? Yes.
I was looking at my equipment list and I see I have that water algae sample from Mackinac Island. So I'll turn that over for analysis, just in case there's anything significant. Right. That way it doesn't explode in my pocket or anything later.
That's probably a fair call.
I would also like to grab, kind of taking a cue from Gruff, some like thin rope and a pocket knife that, dear goodness, let's hope I don't need to use because I will cut myself.
Gruff takes the K-bar out of his teeth and hands you a K-bar.
Jessie doesn't really know what a K-bar is, so it's a
fighting knife. A marine fighting knife.
Bad
fixed blade.
Giant bad fighting knife. Yeah,
a big knife.
I mean, to be fair, Sapling's HEC is probably better than mine, but not a great idea. And then some plastic containers for like taking samples if there's more samples that maybe need to be.
You were easily able to get the containers from the science department when you drop off the water sample, and then the other supplies easily from supplies in the warehouse. Yeah,
I figured
that's none of that's a problem.
I want to look at the baton that I was given, or the billy club that I was given from Norbert with my goggles to see if it's magical or not.
I don't remember.
I don't know if you told me. I don't think you told me. So,
I mean, it's only been 2 years since we started this.
Right. This was before we went up to Mackinac. So I was like, I think I need
Oh, that's right. I gave you that, and I have no idea what it was. It glows. Sure, it glows.
Yay! It's magic. I'm gonna make a note. Plus magic.
By the way, Sapling, as you walk in to get your supplies, you see Imp with this giant rifle on his back almost fall over, and Russell take it and have to carry it for him.
I'm just gonna face palm and keep walking. I'm just gonna mutter Gertrude could handle that and just keep going. I know Gertrude.
right.
Okay. We're in our little misfits group together.
So, anything else that you guys are doing here at Sanctuary before you're taking off?
If my plants are looking wilty, I'll grab fresh ones and put the other ones back in my room. Poor babies.
They're probably
the
looking a little wilty as they've been in your bag for quite a while.
Day or two, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll put it. I'll rotate out so I have fresh plants.
I have a
Rotating
question.
out with fresh ammunition. All right, got it.
I mean, I'm not good with weapons. I got plants. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the 20 millimeter? Is it an automatic?
Semi-auto. Yeah.
Semi-auto. Okay. Incoming.
Yay!
I was gonna say, who does Imp have the ability to use that?
Yes.
Sure,
That's
why not?
the most terrifying part about this.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Hey,
It's been a nom.
Sapling.
Yeah.
Sapling. Just the number inside of the parentheses. I'm an idiot.
What? Oh, it's the +6.
Just the plus.
There's no 2.
Nope.
I was kind of wondering. I was like,
that's
man,
that's the wealth mod. I know how to read the book that I helped write.
Hey, maybe that's the magic.
Which, by the way,
maybe it's not
the
just a
new
+6. Maybe it's a 2+6.
is way easier to read now. But anyways.
That being said, what I write for you, Imp, is 100% correct and terrifying.
Hey, Simon.
Eve.
Yeah, Simon. Post those in the group chat for me because I want to see what I just unleashed on you
Yourself.
Okay. Okay.
So
Oh, I'm not retconning anything. I'm sticking with that.
no, I know you are. So when we're traveling, when we get to there, Imp will tell people that everyone the terrible plan for the 20 millimeter cannon.
All right.
To take up like a bunch of space in the van, are we all just sitting around this very dangerous gun
No,
right now?
it'll stand up. It's just I don't know that you could actually stand it fully up inside the van. It's just over 6 foot tall, so it's just over.
I'm pretty sure it'll fit in a cabinet somewhere.
I mean, it'll lean in the van, that's for certain. Or on the floor, it'll take up, quite a bit of the floor.
Oops, hold on. I sent that just to him.
Just slide it between the seats, it'll be fine.
So, anything else you guys are doing before you take off for this little town, which I'm not even going to bother to name?
A place.
For our notes?
It's a
I was gonna
place.
say, why does this sound like the Man of La Mancha? So all of a sudden, in a town that I care not to remember.
It's probably for the best if we don't.
You get in, and 42, you give Fred the coordinates, he just puts them into his little GPS.
Of course.
All right. And
Okay. Chat.
Wait, what is the satellite imaging showing of the area for the Ruby Queen summoning, by the way? I know.
Actually, you've been around. I gotta look in just a second here. I will tell you.
Also chat.
Yeah.
Because
in fact, let's do this. We're going to take a very, very short break here, like 2 or 3 minutes to pause and regroup, and then we'll be back and start recording again. Okay? As soon as I find the pause button. Okay, we're back after a brief break. Before the break, Neuro, you asked a question. Neuro, you asked a question. What's the satellite looking at? For those of you who are familiar with Grand Rapids, it's looking at Calder Plaza, which is the main government plaza with a really
Sculpture.
lovely statue or sculpture in it. it's the main. It's where all the government buildings are. It's the main kind of plaza. That's where it's located.
Courthouse, the federal building.
Yeah.
But does it look like the cultists are gathering there or anything?
Little G was there like 3 years ago.
We should check Facebook. They might have created an event, and they're just going to
To be fair,
I was on Facebook for that band.
Yeah,
that's
I
true.
was hunting down that band. Did we see anything?
It is. Let's see. I'm trying to think about what time of day it is. Is it starting the day or are we ending the day? Because you guys were. It was daylight when you guys were on Beaver Island, right?
Yeah. Right. And it was the beginning of the day then.
So
3 hours. 3 hours is still daytime now.
Yeah. So it's still early. It's late afternoon, early evening. So yeah, there's lots of people around in the plaza right now.
Oh boy.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's not a remote location at all. So you guys all make your way back to the van. Imp, the rifle is waiting for you in the van, having been placed there by Russell. By the way, quick note, I was wrong on a couple things. The rifle is actually 6 foot 8 inches long, so it's giant. And it also weighs, in the lightest configuration, which is what this is, because this isn't very complicated. The lightest configuration, after Russell got through with it, it only weighs about 60 pounds instead of 35. So it's heavy.
That's a big gun.
Let's just carry that. That's what we're saying.
I could Gruff, do it.
Gruff's, and Vlad.
Gruff could carry it.
Vlad could certainly do it.
The team's pretty strong.
Gruff could carry it. He wouldn't know what to do with it, but he could carry it.
Yeah, same with Vlad.
It's still longer than everybody is tall. It's taller than everybody.
Gruff is fairly short.
I want to see 42 carrying it.
Yep. It'll be very inconspicuous.
Yep.
Ooh.
In the crowd, all you see is the rifle barrel just going along.
Oh, there's 42. I found him.
Whap! Ah! Hey guys,
right. So you get in the van. Fred puts in the coordinates, and away you go. It takes you about half an hour to get there. It's a little town. It's one of those blink and miss it towns in the back roads. There is the coordinates you put in were for an old church, and it is definitely old. It would be a well over a century old, so it's definitely the time frame that you guys have been playing around with for certain. As you pull up, you realize that, or as you get closer, you realize that there are an awful lot of lights flashing around this location, all of them red. And as you pull up, you're seeing there are multiple departments, and you can tell there are multiple jurisdictions because it's the sticks. And looks like they're in the process of putting out a fire at this, what used to be a lovely church. That is now basically, well, the foundation and burnt wood.
So
Imp,
anyone think they got the book?
So my guess is they probably got the book.
Probably.
There's not a lot we can do right now. I think we should probably just turn around and leave and go back home.
Let me go talk to the wood. We might be able to find out if they got the book or not.
Have you ever talked to a person who's burning it on fire before? I'm guessing that's about what you're going to get from the wood.
It's not pretty.
There is wood left. It might know.
All right.
Maybe one of the surrounding bushes or trees instead of the on fire wood.
To be fair, it's mostly not on fire right now. It's just smoldering and smoking.
Maybe the bushes and trees, not the I have 3rd degree burns wood.
Listen, above the table, it's a Drano 1. I can do this as much as I want, okay? So,
yeah, but I don't want to hear Bryan scream every time you activate it to one of those.
Yeah.
Can we put a trigger warning at the beginning of this episode about screaming?
All right.
I mean,
what
Bryan promises to say they scream instead of illustrating they scream.
I promise to not scream
Just like I
out loud in this.
Screech.
So, Sapling, what are you? What,
I'm gonna walk
what
up
are you
and
talking
flash
with?
the badge.
Okay.
You said it's kind of burnt mostly down to the foundation, like there's not much. Yeah. That's 42. I kind of part of me feels like it should be in the church, and part of me wants to do like the entryway or what's left of the entryway, because you said there's wood. Okay. So is that it? Was like the church made of wood, or like what am I looking at?
A lot of it is made. It's an old country church.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. I mean, taking my team's concerns into consideration, I'll look for the most intact area, if there is one.
You do find some floorboards that are fairly well, fairly normal, other than just wet right now.
Fire burns up, right? So we'll go low. All right. Then, let's see. What is my... Do I get to count this as cast plants? Or because it's not really a plant anymore, do I not get to
Not a plant. Nope.
My expertise. Okay,
nope.
That's fine. Faith, cast. Where are you at? Stats? Oh, right there. Literally right there. Okay. Oh, that's not as easy to cast as I was thinking it was. Okay. It's fine.
What's your target number?
It'll be fine, guys. My target is 60.
Okay.
My base is 41. So I feel like I got to use my cast expertise last time. That's okay. What I say, 41? I don't make it. It's a 55, so I don't meet my 60.
Okay. So you don't feel the energy leave you, so you don't have any drain, but you just are unsuccessful to communicate with that wood.
Okay. All right. Then I will try to find a plant near the... So this would be different, wouldn't it? It's not sense... Well, no, still sense memory wood. So as long as I find
Sapling
a tree or something.
Talking to the plants. I'm going to walk up and talk to the fire marshal.
Listen, yeah. You guys can do that. I'm going to talk to the plants.
Okay.
I speak for the trees.
All of the fire
marshal, I'm
folks
actually listening to see if I can actually get the feed on what happened. The call out.
I was going to say, all the fire folks are looking at you, put your hands on the wood and kind of go, they're just looking at you really strange.
I mean, I flashed my badge, so they know I'm a weirdo,
yeah,
right? Like,
you're a Fed who is weird. They just shrug it off at this point. Yes.
I'm also a very young, suspiciously young Fed.
They're just looking and they're like, why is this Federale doing colors of the wind? Like
Imp will walk up with his like vest on. He won't have his MP5 because obviously, and he'll be like, don't worry. They're an expert at this. They are one of the best in their field, and they just have their own method.
Field, get it? Field.
It was, in fact, a dryad joke.
All right.
Is that a deception roll?
No, they don't care at this point.
And
they're just like, as long as she doesn't burn herself, whatever.
So
We're just trying to put
did
this
you-
out. Put this up.
Did you guys see
So-
were there any witnesses or did anyone say anything of like what happened?
All right. So you find
Special Agent Tony Perez.
Oh wait, I'm so
You-
sorry. That would have succeeded. I looked at the wrong number. Just FYI. Now keep going.
okay. So let's retcon back to Sapling success.
It was
What
66. So I beat it by 6.
What were you asking? What were you trying to? I don't remember how your ability works.
Sense the memory of the space surrounding item or object, I guess. Broad strokes, up to 110 years.
Okay. So
Instantaneous cast time 2 rounds.
okay. So the memories of the flooring that you are you do kind of sense this the recent you get jumbles and flashes of people coming in, especially the most recent memories, people coming in. There was some potential violence, and then pain and burning. And I need you to make a judgment roll for me, please.
Take a little damage on that last little bit. Yep. Just a judgment roll. Okay.
Straight up judgment.
Oh, why did I roll so bad? 27. I rolled a 3.
Okay. You are
My fingertips singe a little bit.
no, you feel the pain. You feel the burning. It doesn't physically burn you, but you feel the burning. And you are effectively kind of stunned and take 3 soul pool damage from the experience. And you're going to be stunned for a few moments, just kind of trying to go, okay, that was too fresh. That was,
it's not me. It's not my tree.
I'm not
It's
really
not me.
burning.
It's not my
I'm not
tree.
really burning. Yep.
It's not me. It was the floor. It was the floor.
Yep.
Ugh, unpleasant.
Absolutely.
So I didn't really
right.
get kind of what I was. I mean, the potential violence is good to know, but I didn't really get like the idea of if they got the book or not, which I get because it was broad strokes. I'm just confirming.
So correct. That's what you got. All right. So now, Gruff. So you find the instant commander on the scene. You introduce yourself, and then would you go ahead?
So I said, hi, was there any sort of like witnesses or anybody in the area? Oh, sorry, Special Agent Tony Perez. What happened here?
As far as we know, we got the call that the church was on fire. We have not. We're waiting for it to be totally out and for the till we can give the all clear, so the arson investigator can come in. But it does look like it started. It does look like the fire started in the middle of the sanctuary, which was the largest part of this church. It's used to be an old church, and so it was very much a one-room church. We're not sure completely what happened. However, it is we do suspect arson at this point.
Was there any specific accelerant used at all or anything like that?
We don't know.
I suppose you're waiting on the
looks
arson investigators. Sorry, I just thought maybe there might be notification or some indication as to what might have been there.
There is indication that some sort of accelerant was used. We don't know what. We haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Is there a reason that the feds are here for this church?
Well, we're DHS. We investigate all possibly religious-based crimes. I'd like to make a deception.
Go ahead. Make that one. Give me that roll.
It's a 19 on the die. Hold on a sec.
Don't worry about it.
So that would be an influence
nice
deception.
So that's 46.
Okay. So the incident commander looks at you, and he gets that look of, okay, I can smell the stuff you're shoveling. He goes, yeah, you really do. So you don't want to tell us why you're here. All right, that's fine. Should we send you our findings or?
Nah, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's probably not that important. This seems like kids having fun.
All right.
Anyway, have a nice night.
Yeah. He turns around and starts working with the folks who are still trying to put out make sure nothing is flaring up and that sort of thing. Sapling, are you doing anything else?
After my spasm of pain ends and I can stand back up, I'll stand up. I don't think I'm going to find anything. Can I do a quick, can I look around and just see if there's anything?
Sure.
Worth
give me anybody who wants to give
anything.
Give me a survival awareness.
Awareness. That's the word I couldn't think of. Awareness.
Can I do track instead to see if I can find the same blueprints that were you found on Beaver Island?
Sure. If you want to climb out and wander around, yep.
Can I see if I can find hack any footage, security cameras in the area?
I'm not even going to make you roll. Nobody has. Oh, you know what?
1 ATM.
Give me a luck roll.
Like a convenience store in the area for ATM.
I potentially have the highest I've ever rolled on survival awareness.
Good for you. I rolled a second number 3. It's 2 3s in a row. Don't worry about it. I'm on it. I got this.
I got a 42.
Yes. That means they find exactly what they're looking for. Remember, that's the magic number.
That's an automatic success. We deemed that.
That is an auto success, as we have deemed in this case. Yes, you find precisely one doorbell camera pointing at the church from across the road.
Do I see the Renethrope in there?
It will take you some time to review that.
I only have to go back so far. We have an idea where the fire started.
That's true. As you start reviewing it, you do not see the Renethrope. It takes you about half an hour totally to find. While you guys
I have time. I have time. She's talking to burning wood.
Yes, you have time.
That's only 2 rounds, man. I got this.
You find what you see is a black panel van pull up.
Hey, those are government issues.
It looks terrifyingly like one of yours. Pull up. Folks get out in the similar black BDUs. Go into the church. Not too much after that. Most of them come out, get in the van. Then one final person comes out, gets in the van, and as they're driving off, the flames are starting to show through the windows of the church. You cannot see any faces at all.
Well, this bunch isn't as suicidal as the last bunch, apparently.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Were any of them carrying a book?
You do see that one of them had something in their arms. You can't tell if it was a book or not, but it was something wrapped in cloth. So about, kind of carrying it in their arm. So.
Looks like it's time to go to Calder Plaza, you guys.
Running late.
Vlad, give me the track to see if you see the boot prints.
Well, before I tell you the total, I blame Jessie for this.
Just saw your message.
Nat 1 followed by a nat 20.
Yes. All right. So for those playing along at home, that is a negative 19 to the roll, to the total. So what was your total?
44.
Would you like to hear what my total
from you? Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on. You ready for this? My roll when you asked for survival awareness? 74.
How?
So
nat 20 followed by 15.
Nice.
All right. So Vlad, you do not find any of those boot prints on the ground because the ground is thoroughly churned and muddy and you see
There's
all kinds
been
of
a lot
other
of
prints.
firefighters walking
I figured as much when I rolled what I rolled.
For those of you who are rolling a survival awareness, nothing jumps out at you as strange or unusual.
Do I see any signs of that violence that was kind of implied by the floor before it bit me in my brain?
Yeah, there's a burned church.
Listen, that's not necessarily the same.
That was not the violence that you did not. That was not the violence that you felt. You do not
violence
necessarily.
Against wood. That was not violence against.
You do not see anything that would indicate that violence.
The evidence,
but you don't know.
Get burned away.
Could very well have. Could very well have.
I suppose we don't really have time to look. I can't really
I think we need to get
on where that violence was. I agree. That there's no way for me to kind of know where that violence would have been, or it was just a generic sense of
what kind of the sign?
Scuffle.
The sign. What kind of church is it?
It's a good question.
It is.
What kind of church is it currently, and what kind of church was it then?
That's why I asked for the sign. Because it would be like First Presbyterian, First Lutheran.
In the middle of Michigan, it's either Presbyterian or Baptist.
It could be Christian Reformed now.
I was going to say this feels like Christian Reformed at that point. Yeah.
Do they have their priests so Sapling, you're saying you're free on violence? They probably kicked the shit out of whatever priest or person was in there.
Well, if they were,
they would have a pastor, but yes. Actually, no. This would be a
Catholic.
This would be a Catholic parish. Yeah, this would be a Catholic parish.
Darn
rectory.
So they probably kicked the shit. Yeah, there's probably you don't need to see that. We've already seen enough dead bodies. Let's go. We have places to be. There's probably a ritual going on right now.
While they're all talking about this, I logged into the satellite.
We need to get to Calder Plaza.
All right.
Because I didn't hear Gruff's conversation with the firefighter as we go out. I'm going to be like, make sure to send us your report, please. He's going to.
You take that moment to actually hand him your card.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, do make sure to send us the. Yes. He kind of looks at.
If you could.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Which includes a slide about, and then this crazy lady walked up and started touching burning wood.
Oh, that is absolutely going to be in the report. Yes.
I'm not old enough for them to call me lady. Some girl.
Some crazy girl, yes.
To be teenager, yes. Some chick.
Okay. So you all pile in the van. As you're getting ready, are you directing Fred to go to where?
The plaza.
Oh, the plaza.
Well, WD was checking the satellite. As we were getting in.
Just watching for the van.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do all of our vans have like GPS tracking?
Yes.
I would very much like to know if any other OTA vehicles have been in the area, since that video looked very much like our vehicles and similar clothing. And there was a mention of the church being infiltrated before. So I just,
That would be something for 42 to probably look up.
I can do that.
They would have access. They would be able to get the access that they needed for that.
Wait. Is Boomer one of the cultists now? You would potentially have to put a 20 millimeter cannon between and to take out Boomer.
I don't think so.
She
likes being alive too long. She likes being alive because she enjoys destroying things.
Boomer has better plot armor than a 20 millimeter cannon can go through.
Probably, yes.
But does she have that T-shirt?
She won't need the T-shirt. She has better. She doesn't need the T-shirt. She has better plot armor.
She has someone down south who will avenge her if she.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We know this person.
Yep.
All right. So, where are you directing Fred to go as you're pulling up I know you're pulling up the tracking 42. I'm not even going to make him make a roll for that because frankly, that's something that you would have direct access to. Are you going back to, are you having Fred go back to Sanctuary, or because right now there's nothing on the satellite feed?
You have any need to go back to Sanctuary?
Unless we want to try to get there first and scout it out.
I say we get there first.
Yeah, if nobody needs to stop back at base, let's just get to the Calder Plaza.
I remember seeing a show in downtown Grand Rapids at one point when we had some downtime from our duties at the OTA. If we park on Monroe by the DeVos place, we can run up the little stairway that's right there. We can kind of peek over the thing to see into the plaza without them knowing that we're watching them.
Unless they have the same thoughts we do.
Then we'll find them. Sorry, that was Jeff.
Okay.
It seems like a win-win.
Sanctuary or Calder Plaza?
Calder Plaza.
All right. Sorry, I was just trying to get it.
And our primary goal is to get the book.
Forward unto death.
Right.
I mean, what?
So you as Fred puts in the coordinates and starts to go, 42, you look, you have no record of any OTA vehicles out in this area at all, other than you, obviously.
It's a nondescript black van. You can get them.
Yeah.
No, it looks
and it's black BDUs.
And any Yahoo can get black BDUs online.
We don't, except for the cleaning vans, they technically use SUVs.
Generally SUVs or MRAPs, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
I should ask, could it be a government vehicle?
Maybe a different agency?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. I'll say it would be awfully hard to infiltrate the OTA considering all the oaths and such.
That guess would be really hard to circumvent, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so On your way
It
back,
would be really difficult.
yes. Good guess. Yes. On your way back, as 42, as you're doing your search, you do have, of course, the window from the satellite up, just watching the feed, yeah, you do see a black panel van pulling up pretty much right in front of Calder Plaza. It's still fairly busy because it's early evening now. It's still fairly busy in that area, but this panel van pulls up right onto the sidewalk in the plaza. And this is where we're going to end it for this evening. So let's real quick knock out Story Play Award or SPAs. I didn't really do a whole lot today. Yay for exposition.
Exposition.
You know what? Take 5 proficiency points in any proficiency you currently have.
Except for Gruff, because he ran in with grenades, he gets +10 to explosives.
No. No.
Aw, come on.
No.
Even with my 1 -19 roll that I made the entire session.
Even with that, yes. So 5 points in any proficiency, and we will see you here next time to where we're hopefully going to finish this season one way or another.
TPK.
And we'll see what.
TPK.
No.
I mean, TPK, it's what's on the list, right? It's what's for dinner.
Looking at this menu, and I think I'll take the TPK, please.
All righty. So anyways, thank you folks very much, and we'll see you next time.
Tacos, Thai, tiramisu, and TPK.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Before you go, do me a favor and like and comment down below. It really helps us out in the algorithms. Also, before you go, if you have not subscribed to us yet, smash that subscribe button over there. And I probably have another video waiting for you to hit and watch right there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it again. You guys are awesome. This is the One-Legged GM. Happy hunting.